Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my weekend report for week ending August 26. And what looked to be a very quiet, sleepy week ended with a lot of volatility as Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve Chairman, got up there and started flapping her lips, and it got the market spooked. She indicated that raising of interest rates is back on the table, so that it sent the market down mostly, although it did finish with a mixed market. Some things were up, some things were down. Anything tied to interest rates like utilities, REITs, they got hit pretty hard. But overall, as you can see this on the weekly chart, it was not that big of a move. I mean, the world hasn't ended. I mean, I actually think raising interest rates is a good thing in the long run for the economy, although it definitely is going to change the way we invest if we do get into a long term of rate increases. And okay, so right now we're looking at the weekly, a little bit of a down week. Dollar index, that's, you can see here, take a look at the daily just to show what a big move Janet Yellen's comments had on the day. I mean, we weren't doing well, we're kind of drifting upwards the whole week, and then she gets up there and starts talking, and then boom, up it goes. On the weekly, we almost retraced the previous week's move, but it's still an inside candle, and it could go up or down from here. We'll just have to wait and see. As you can see, it's just been back and forth. You don't really have a good trend going here at this moment. Now let's look at some commodities. They really got whacked by Yellen's speech. This is my energy ETF, the ERX that I've been watching, and it barely moved for the week. A little tiny red inside candle, so you know, that is actually looking pretty good. Now, if we look at oil itself, and you know, it had a little bit of a pullback after 3 good up weeks, so nothing really to worry about in oil prices here. It's still looking good. What's not looking so good though is our metals. We'll start with the gold miners index. Big down candle. A lot of this happened on Friday. Take a look at Friday. Actually, the Wednesday's when we really took the big down move. Then we were up a little bit on Thursday. Then Friday we're kind of in the middle there. So I mean, it's a nice pullback. This thing's been on a tear, so this might just be a little correction that was needed, and maybe we'll find some footing further down. As long as we stay above this white line, I feel pretty confident that this down move is just going to be temporary. The metals themselves got whacked pretty good. Gold right here, it's right at a major support line, so we'll see if that can hold. Silver, it's getting hit pretty good also, and you can see it's sitting right at that major support line, so we'll have to see if that can hold and move up from there. If you're want to take a chance, this would not be a bad area to buy. I mean, it could go lower, but you've had a pretty good pullback, and that's what you want to do, is buy on the pullback at support. Now let's look at some currencies. And first we'll look at my strong week rankings. And as you can see from the week before, things have just really tightened up. The US dollar, of course, was really strong on Friday. So it got off. It was actually near last place before. Now it's kind of in the middle of the pack. We'll have to see if it can get any continuation from Friday's move. But everything's really tightened up. When you see the weakest is less than 2% versus the strongest, that's a pretty tight market. Now let's look at some currencies themselves. Here is the Euro US dollar, and you can see, actually that is the daily, and you can see that what we had, I mean, we were way up at one point, and then it reversed all the way down. Is this a big reversal? It's hard to tell. I mean, we'd already been in a little bit of a downward pullback. We're still above the moving averages, and we were getting right up to some major resistance. So seeing this thing pull back, you know, Sure, Yellen's comments gave it a little juice, but nothing's really changed here. If you look at it on the weekly, I mean, we had a down candle. I mean, it wasn't as down as big as the week before, so you don't even really have any kind of a significant signal here. I mean, this thing could easily start heading up this coming week, or it could continue down. You just don't know at this point. Moving on to other currencies, Aussie US dollar. Pretty much you're going to see the same thing with all of these. You're going to see most of these currencies are going to be down against the dollar as the dollar has gotten strong all of a sudden. But still, nothing's really changed. I mean, this thing is it's in a long-term downtrend, but it's kind of stopped the downtrend. It's been trying to create a new uptrend. So nothing's really changed here. It could pull back to the 0.75 area where it might find support before it moves higher. So nothing really new there. The one that's kind of killed me, though, is this U.S. CAD trade. You know, I'd hoped to take this thing lower, and that was my oil play, but because of now that we have interest rates back on the table, it's proving to not be such a good trade, and it's actually I'm actually a little bit underwater on it now. So we'll have to keep watching. I mean, it could still reverse next week and head lower. We'll just have to see how the market reacts now that they've had the weekend to digest what Janet Yellen has said. Listening to what she said, she really didn't say that much, just that interest rates are eventually going to go up. We all knew that. So but you know how markets are. They tend to get pretty excited when they actually hear the Federal Reserve mention interest rates. Then everybody gets really crazy. And that seems to be the only thing driving these markets anymore. I mean, you can have 100 people killed in a terrorist attack and nothing, the market doesn't move an inch. Yet one person mentions interest rates and all the markets in every avenue of the market. It just goes wild. It's just crazy right now. But that's what we're living in, and that's what I got for you this week. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend, and I will catch you later.